Do you know that doing research is a lot like following a recipe? When you bake, you're following a set of steps or instructions that lead you toward a yummy final product, like cake. Well, when you're completing a research assignment, you also follow a series of steps which lead you to your final product, either a research report or presentation, like a research recipe. So what steps make up a research recipe? For the first step, just like with a baking recipe, you have to know what you are making. In the kitchen, that means picking a recipe. In research, it means picking a research topic. Picking a research topic should take some effort. You want to pick a topic that isn't too narrow or too broad. If it's too narrow, you won't be able to find enough information or sources to effectively complete your research assignment, and you'll be frazzled and frustrated. If your topic is too broad, you will be overwhelmed with the amount of information you find and won't know where to begin or how to put it all together. After you've picked a topic, use the words who, what, where, and when to narrow the topic. Brainstorm questions you need to answer about your topic and write them down. Refer to these questions often as you locate information to help keep your paper on track. For step 2, start to think about the information sources that will help you answer these research questions. Will you need books, a general topic, or a subject-specific database? How about magazine, newspaper, or journal articles? Will internet sources work? This step also requires a researcher to think about what type of information is needed to complete the final product required by the teacher. Will it be a written report, slideshow, video, infograph? This will help the researcher determine what additional types of information are needed, such as images, graphics, charts, etc. For step 3, you should begin to locate and access the sources and information you need. A good researcher will ask himself, what strategies will I use to find this information? Strategies include identifying keywords in your topic and research questions and using them to search the web, databases, or online library catalogs. A researcher's strategy should be effective, meaning the strategy is successful for finding the information you need. It should also be efficient, meaning you find that information without wasting too much valuable time. Once a researcher finds the sources, he must then plan how to find the information within the source using indexes, tables of contents, glossaries, or paragraph headings. Step 4 requires the researcher to read, hear, or view the information he located. This means skimming and scanning the text of a book or web page and pulling out the relevant information that answers his research questions. During this step, the researcher should always be evaluating the information he finds and asking these questions. How good is the information? Is the information relevant to my topic and research questions? Is the name of the author of the information available? Is the author an authority on the subject? Is the publisher reliable? Is the information biased? Is the information old or is it current? This step in the research process also requires a researcher to look at the information he is using and make sure he is giving credit to the source of the information, such as the author. The researcher should ask, how will I ethically use this information? This might require summarizing, using quotations or parenthetical citations, and including the source in a bibliography or works cited page. Step 5 is taking the information found and putting it all together in some kind of final product, a written report, video, slideshow, digital presentation, podcast, etc. The researcher should think about how the information will be organized from all of the sources and used, and how it will be presented. Finally, in step 6, the researcher should look at what he's done and reflect on the work. Were the research questions answered with the information found? Was the process used to find the information efficient? Did the researcher do what was required by his teacher? If, as a researcher, you are not satisfied with the answers to any of those questions, you should return to the research steps where the quality is lacking and fix the identified weaknesses. So, just like that recipe, if you follow all of the steps in the research process, your outcome will be rewarding, and best of all, unlike cake, it's not fattening.